This is Spoit. Content creator, pro player, aimer, and a maid. This serves the question, how good is Spoit really? Does he live up to the name that he acquired after all these years? Or is he overrated? This is the series where I break down some popular content creator and pro players gameplay and explain why they do stuff and how you can implement it into your own game. And we also see how good these players truly are. So if you want to see me do a specific player in the future, be sure to like, sub, and comment, and let me know down in the comment section who you want to see next. Let's get into it. Okay, to be completely transparent with you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've never watched Spoit play, besides when I was in Montreal. I believe I saw him play on stage, but that's a very hard depiction of the player himself, because it's not like I'm hearing their comms and what they're saying. So today, this is gonna give me a better insight. I have seen clips here and there on Twitter, and his aim and mechanics just look so freaking smooth. So that's what I'm excited to see. So let's see how good Spoit actually is. So I'm going to be pausing the video here and there because I want to help you guys who probably aren't around this skill ranking. I'm nowhere near a pro player, but I've been playing Siege for around 8.5 years, both PC and console, and been, you know, top champ on both platforms. So I can somewhat maybe understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. Damn, Spirits is already white side.
I got this one. You got the webcam? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you can map that shot. And one's free, I think so.
Something I try to dig down people's throats that get in the Siege is on attack. You want to get map control as soon as possible, especially on Oregon. You'll see when you watch either controller, you know, champs, when they do those controller tourneys, they take map control so freaking early on Oregon. Everybody bunkers downstairs in sight and they play around this site. They don't extend and roam very much. It's very uncommon for Oregon. But attacking on Oregon, for example, it's very, very common that there will be cutoff drones, which means that there's drones in the prep phase watching if any roamers are trying to get to the other side of the map and catch you lacking. And yeah, that's why they got the map control so early on. White reticle though, that's crazy. Ooh. Two things I want to break down there. One, the pre-fire, very common angle for somebody to be holding, waiting for somebody to swing. Pre-firing in Siege, especially pre-aiming, is super important. Spoit really doesn't need to pre-aim, if that makes sense. He can flick on because his sensitivity, it looks like he's super comfortable with it. Bro's a pro player. And something that's truly underrated about Spoit that I don't see enough is I'm very sure this man works out. Like no diddy, no sussy stuff, but he has a good physique. He's really fit, and being fit, man, will help you with gaming like so much. Like working out, I started lifting weights and I'm feeling so much better overall. So yeah, start lifting weights. But notice when the Finir device was going off, he didn't immediately run away. You have that split few seconds to get a nice little angle if somebody gets in your crosshair, and he almost took advantage of that.
You guys want to split the back or the front? I can flash me.
Once again, not trying to break. I'm gonna pause this a lot. So when he's talking about split taking, he's asking if you want to take the back or the front, which means, do you want to split take? Basically, do you want to take the back? Do you want to emphasize the back, or do you want to try to end out on the front? Now, what this is on Oregon, on the back, usually the back would be, see the E-box hatch that they're trying to push. You see Kino, and you see the Buck, and you see Shaiko on the back stairs. So it looks like they're going to go for a back stairs. Usually you would have, you know, 1 or 2 people going the back, other 2 people dropping the hatch if you have all 5 people, and then maybe 1 person lurking, let's say the main stairs or the freezer. You're hitting the defense and like pushing them all together, sandwiching them to get a proper pinch. That's basically what Spoit's asking. And now that's really good, having that person that's going to question and make sure everybody's on the same page. Because if you're not on the same page, everybody's just going to be doing their own random stuff. Because even though it's a 3v5, this is very throwable. So if they were going for the front, for example, they would go freezer, laundry, and then maybe have 1 person lurk backstairs or drop E-box. Could be more complicated, but that's what that means. A lot of times on attack, guys, you don't want to be pushing only one way, especially with a numbers advantage, because then they only have to focus on one angle. So super, a lot of information I just got.
You can split like everywhere. Yeah, 5v2. hatch. Blue, farm.
Now secured.
By the way, I'm pretty sure somebody just said we can split everywhere, which, to continue what I'm saying, they do have that man advantage. So they can literally go from every single staircase or every single area and pinch. Because realistically, if they all time it right, they can pinch from the back stairs, the hatch, maybe even get somebody lurking on the freezer / laundry, and they'll play refrag enough to get to the point where they'll win the round.
I think you should push backside the...
Shaka dead.
That's him, that's him.
I can push long.
Yeah. This is coming.
Nothing laundry.
I'm flashing and bang. Flashing as well.
Notice how they call out when they flash. They don't just flash and then, you know, let their teammates get flashed. Start doing that, please. Call out your utility when you use it.
One close it, one close it. Close it.
Oh, pushing out of it.
1v2.
He's gonna turn around. Wait, so one laundry and one freezer, right?
I think so.
Should be, yeah.
Garfieldish?
Yeah.
Nice.
One op 4 remaining.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that one my. Wow, that's insane. Okay, I like the way he played that. Just to back it up a little bit, when Spoit was left in the 1v2, because even the best of the best players will throw bodies, or they just won't play stuff correctly, because that's how Siege is. That's why I love watching like pro videos like this, for example, because it even like shows that no matter what your skill level is, you're going to make mistakes, because no round can be played perfectly, and even if you do, that's super freaking rare. But what Spoit did was he was very calm and collected and didn't panic when it was a 1v2. He made sure to ask his teammates where was last known these last two guys were, and laundry freezer, okay. He decided that one person was shooting at him. Usually what happens is you'll have that one idiot that will try to just pre-fire and shoot randomly and make a lot of noise, and the other person will be there to try to act off that bait and get the frag. But Spoit, he's a veteran at Siege. He knew to take the one on that one guy after flashing and acting off that information. Utilize your flash grenades, guys. Like, I see so many people in 1vx scenarios, or just in a situation where they could have dumped that flashbang, and that flashbang is overpowered, man. Like, use it. That was a great play, though. Remember when I was talking about a cutoff drone?
I don't know.
This is one of the most common cutoff drones for Oregon. A lot of people start small tower, push horizontally, and then no. Something I also want to highlight is notice how he's shooting down Shower's windows. Doesn't look like he's gonna jump in Shower windows, but it's something called ghost pressure. Ghost pressure is something a lot of champ high ranking players will use. They'll open up barricades, windows, etc. just for late round, just in case they either need to jump in there, or you know, they won't make that audio sound later on in the round, or it's just to create pressure for the illusion that you might be there, and it's giving that Wamai, for example, that was in Shower Hall, anxiety. But watch out for people jumping out these windows,
I'm on the platform stairs.
because people like to fly through them, not gonna lie.
I'm ready, Victor. Stairs.
Alright, let me know what to call.
Alright,
I'm coming. Okay, follow us and hold target for us.
3, 2,
Calling.
Another thing I want to highlight right now, it looks like they're doing another split take, but it looks like Spoit is here to give the illusion that they're pushing showers and they're trying to take that horizontal control. They're doing a quick aggressive take in a bunker, which is common, but the way they're doing it is very smart here.
Calling 3, 2, 1. Call out.
One kill, Chico was dead.
smoked it.
Because
Flashing grenade now.
let's say the Finny device kind of sucks, man.
He cut me. HP on my.
Double kill, get trap on long.
Ooh, ooh.
Go both. Did you just smoke? Smoke was close on me. Yeah, I killed both of them. Nice.
That was a beautiful play. That was such a good play, bro.
I can up one. I'm pretty sure he's big without.
Hey, you guys ready?
Yeah, he's big on the sack. He's going down white.
Yeah, I'm doing
Went
it.
down white.
Can I also emphasize, like, you know, when people say that support players, like hard breachers, should be, you know, like have a low KD and whatnot. Watch Pro League most of the time, I want to say. Like Habana is a hard breaching role. Notice how he's opening every single hatch and then he's basically a gun. Like he's not running in being stupid, but too many people are too passive with their positioning and with how they play. Like, bro, once you open the hatches, anything you need to be opened, you're a goddamn gun, bro.
You must
Yeah,
respond to the diffuser.
it's still there, Shaco.
Yeah, still there, still there.
It's still there.
Yeah, you want. Walk he's outside, he's outside. You can
He's on-
take
he's
him
on-
from
wait,
blue.
I can kill him. Wait.
He's blue now.
He's close right to
Play.
Smoke is low, maybe he's gone.
Kill me. Yes, right?
He's back, he's back.
I'm on the cap.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Swing, close spotter, 5 call. Nice, well played.
I'm dropping.
How is this man just in sight?
Stop standing.
He's low on side, far away.
Prisoner. Well done.
Bro knows he's warden, right?
No one big tower. The main and small. Oh, you get?
We're playing aim labs with these dudes, bro.
He's up pushing small.
They're coming
One
close.
in main.
Yo, the whole squad is there on white stairs, bro. Not white stairs, freezer, sorry.
Le bleu is a bon order. Yeah, we have outside blue camp, default camp, Kina.
Something anchors don't do enough, and by anchor I mean someone that's playing in sight, right? Holding down the objective. Spoit, he went towards you know, white stairs slash, you know, shower hallway, because it's a very common place, and he decided to shoot drones and get back to sight. When you're roaming, by the way, you don't need to roam and throw your body. Shooting drones is just as important as killing somebody. Because if you can shoot, let's say they have 6 drone shot and there's a minute 48, it's going to be really hard for these players to get an XQ down. Especially if 2 of them get fragged off and they had drones in pocket or drones looking at nothing. That's why shooting drones is so freaking important. So to go back to what I was saying, Spoit is now in sight. He's like, damn, everybody else is in sight holding specific angles. I got time to get on cams. He's flipping through the cams. Giving this information is super viable and useful. Because now Smoke that's playing elbow, he can now know if he needs to peek, for example, bunker, or if anybody's rotating. This will just give you information long term, because if somebody gets a pick, for example, and then it's like a 4v5 and you're like, yo, I killed Ace or whatever, and then you know, for example, someone's outside bunker rotating, it's a Habana or something, then you have identification of where people are positioned, and if you frag somebody off and they call out what operator died, then you can either know whether you need to keep holding something or where they were last seen. And it's just, information is everything in Siege, bro. Too many people are making this game too complicated, bro.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Do you wanna fall back?
Is anyone else cucking the chicken right now? Brother, what? Yo, something I also gotta like congratulate is him being able to play on like hold crouch, man. Like you see how he teabags so quick? It gives him that advantage to like be at a specific angle, because sometimes you need to spam that to crouch like that. I tried playing like that and like, bro, it is horrendous, man. Like, I don't know. Spoit got some goddamn fluent fingies then.
Wait. He was waiting for swing.
Yo, something I also want to talk about is like, notice how somebody's playing downstairs and dining, like because the site is dining kitchen. Say a site was upstairs, right? And if you have a teammate roaming around kitchen dining. Something I don't see enough for anchors to be doing is playing vertical holes. And like, I'm not even saying like gold players, but even like champ players. Like I was playing yesterday on console to my recruit to champ series. I was trying to finish it off to get champ so I can make this one long video. And bro, literally, I noticed my anchors that were playing in sight were not helping me at all. They weren't playing for their C4. They weren't playing lines of sight. They were literally sitting ducks. So to go into what I'm saying here is, even though Spoit's a roamer right now, if sight was upstairs, playing an angle like this would be so beneficial, because you can watch the staircase, anybody coming up, and then the person that's in dining only has to worry about 2 other angles, and that's trophy entrance and then bar hallway / 45. So even though he can get wall banged by the window, it's just playing for the push, man. Like, if you're anchoring, stop just like grabbing your nuts in sight and picking your nose and getting on TikTok. Like be present, play the goddamn game, man.
I'm gonna come back down. One jungle.
That's West main dead. West main dead.
Look at that. He was playing that. Dude, ah!
Just stay slow.
No, they got a blitz. They win. Oh, no, the smoke. Alright, my thesis overall, dude, I gotta say, like, I don't think Spoit is overrated at all. I think he's a super good player, man. Super impressive. Like, his mechanics are so smooth, and like his aim as well. Like, I always thought about that. Like, it's really cool to see how he's transitioned into, like, from a ranked player all the way into pro league over the last few years. I was never like the biggest like, I'm not gonna say fan of like clips channels, so I never really watch a lot of them in general, but to just see where Spoit's at now, especially like as a pro, as a content creator, like, he's killing it, man. And definitely think that if you watch Spoit, these are some things that you should definitely be enjoying. And like, if you're trying to become a better Siege player as well, like, just positioning wise, like, try to always ask yourself why, for example, is this pro player positioned the way he is? Why is he doing specific things? And sometimes, like, even though you might think spawn peeking and stuff like that is stupid, if he does something like that, it's risk over reward. If he gets the pick, that's insane. Like, it's so good for the round. So just know that Siege can be played 1,000 different ways, and I'm very glad to see that, like, Spoit himself has been getting so many viewers as well, because that just means that hopefully players will get smarter watching his content, because he's a very smart player. Something I hate when I see is consumers of creators like this they'll watch him endlessly, but then they'll just try to be him mechanically. Like, bro, you can't be Spoit, you can't be Bolo, you can't be any of these great mechanical players without the IQ. Like, you just look stupid. So overall, fantastic player. And guys, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more creators, whether they're console, pro league, I think this is my first pro player, to be honest. Let me know down in the comments and I'll do them. Besides that, guys, have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching. And if you made it to the very end of this video, comment Spoit's eyebrows are purple.